Good morning. My name is Staff Sergeant Michael Wheeler, and I am Emma Wheeler's daddy. Emma is in Ms. Collier's first grade class, and she's a Kiwanis great kid, so pretty proud of her. Really sweet girl, love of my life. Really love her. And today you're recognizing Veterans Day. This is recorded ahead of time. I was asked to kind of speak about Veterans Day and what it means to me and what it means to me to be a veteran. Well, I told you I'm Emma's daddy, and Emma's little sister Ava, I'm her daddy, and I love both of them. And if you can see over my shoulder back here, that's some of the artwork that Emma's sent to me to decorate my room with while I'm here. That's the reason I'm a veteran. That's the reason I choose to serve. And if anyone else in the room has ever chosen to serve, I want to say thank you for what you've done to serve the country. Whether that's Coast Guard, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Army, National Guard, Reserves, whatever you've done, thank you. A little bit of history. November 11th was actually originally Armistice Day. It was set up to recognize the service of all the veterans and to celebrate the signing of the armistice at the end of World War I. And the armistice was actually signed and the war officially ended with Germany at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. So at 11 a.m. on November 11th is actually when the armistice was signed. But World War I was supposed to be the war that ended all wars. And as you know from history, it was not the war that ended all wars. The United States actually participated in several others after that. World War II, then Korea. And oddly, during the Korean time frame is when the law actually changed to change the holiday from Armistice Day to Veterans Day, to recognize all veterans who had served. And it's not only the veterans that are being recognized nowadays. People are starting to realize it's the families of the veterans that also need to be thanked for their service, because I know my wife Jill and my daughters Emma and Ava have been without their daddy for about 5 months now, and it's going to be several more months before I come home. And I know that's hard for them because daddy usually cooks. Mommy's been doing a lot of cooking. Not that she can't, she just doesn't enjoy it the way daddy does. So, but they've had to deal with daddy not being there, and different routines, and different ways of getting things done around the house. I know Emma's probably been a lot of help with her little sister. But they are the reason I do what I do, and I'm sure most other veterans would tell you the same thing. We do this for our families. We do it for our communities. We do it for the states we live in, and we do it for the country we live in. We want to be able to ensure that our children and our families can be in a country that, even if your opinions differ from someone else, you can speak your mind. Even if your religion is different from someone else's, you can worship the way you choose. Even if you love differently than someone else, that's fine. You are free to do that. As long as you're not hurting anyone else or trampling anyone else's rights, you are free to basically be the individual, the great individual you were made to be. And that's why I do this. And that's why I'll continue to do this as long as my wife and my children let me, or until the Army says it's time to go. But I thank you for getting together to recognize Veterans Day. And I want to say I love you to Emma. Miss you, baby. And thank you very much. And all you really need to do today on Veterans Day is just, if you see a veteran or you know a veteran, just say thank you for your service. And proper response is usually thank you. So I will say this: thank you. Have a good day. Thanks for letting me be with you.